All right, so the article first starts with saying, it might seem like an ordinary summer day, but suddenly something special happens. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder too. It says, the streets are filled with giants. Let's take a look at that word giant. It's a noun, and it means kind of like a person, but huge, really big. Giants often appear in books and movies like Harry Potter, or TV shows like Attack on Titan. An example sentence might be, the giant was tall enough to step over the building.
Oh, okay. So they're not real people, I would say.
Right. They don't really exist.
Well, a lot of people for me seem like giants because I'm very small and everyone else seems like very giant to me. All right. So next, let's continue reading. The article says, these large marionettes are brought to life by Royal Deluxe, a French theater company. So we kept talking about this Royal Deluxe in the beginning. Well, they're actually a theater company. Let's first take a look at what marionette means. It's a French word that means puppet. In this puppet, you move the puppet by strings on top.
Another phrase the article just used is brought to life. We use this phrase to mean that something is made lifelike or made to look alive. An artist brings a subject to life when they draw or paint it in a lifelike way. In this case, when we say the theater company brings the marionettes to life, we mean they move them to look alive. We can also use the phrase bring to life about machines like cars and computers. I bring a car to life when I turn the key and start it.
That's right. All right, so let's continue reading. It says, its curious characters act out stories while delighted locals and tourists watch. Okay, so these puppets become characters and they act out certain stories. When people act out or when things are acted out, it means you perform in a play, story, or movie. So a lot of times actors act in a play. Let's take a look at the word delighted. Let's see what it means.
Yeah, delighted is an adjective, and it means feeling or showing great pleasure. Someone is delighted when they're very, very happy.
All right, and then we also saw that a lot of these characters or these puppets are brought to life in front of tourists. Now, what is a tourist? Let's first learn how to spell it. Spelled Tourist. Tourist. It's a noun and it means a person who travels to another place for fun. And for example, if you go to Tokyo and visit, then you are a tourist because you don't live there. You're going there just for traveling. But if you live somewhere for a very, very, very long time and are probably born there, then you're called a local. You're a local of this place. For example, we can use a tourist in a sentence like this. Many tourists visit Taipei 101 every day. So speaking of tourists, what places have you visited?
Wow, well,
there must be a long list.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I came to Taiwan, I was a tourist. I was just visiting. I didn't live here yet. And I did a few of the sort of tourist things around Taipei. I went to the Palace Museum. I went to 101, and I went up the Taipei 101 observation deck. Now that I live here, it's kind of funny. I haven't been back there again. I don't think about it because I'm not a tourist. I've been to a few other places that I thought were really nice to visit as a tourist. I went to Cambodia to see Angkor Wat, the big temple complex there with lots of big and small temples. I've been to Paris a few times actually, and I thought Paris was a very interesting city to visit. And I've been to Germany. Berlin was really nice. I liked Berlin a lot.
So you had good experiences being tourists in many of these places. Did you have any bad experiences being a tourist? I hope you didn't have a bad experience being a tourist in Taipei.
No, I thought Taipei was really nice when I was visiting. That's why I came back and lived here.
That's very good. Usually, a lot of people say Taiwanese people are very friendly. So we are happy that many tourists feel happy that, they feel comfortable being a tourist here. And I think Taipei has slowly become a very, very nice place for people to go. Like, it's very easy, and a lot of people speak English, so people don't feel kind of out of place. So yeah, I think we could see the difference between being a tourist and if you actually move to a different country, you become more and more like a local. Did you try the stinky tofu or anything?
I did, yeah, when I was a tourist, and also again now that I've now that I live here.
Now you eat it every day. You're a real local now.
Not quite every day.
All right, so let's get back to your article. Let's see what it says.
Then the article says, today, the group's giants perform all over the world, visiting everywhere from France to China to Mexico.
Wow.
Let's take a look at that word perform. It's a verb, and it means to show an artistic skill in public. We can use this word about art, music, dancing, or any other talent. An example sentence might be, Stacy gets nervous when she has to perform in front of a lot of people. Maybe Stacy is going to play an instrument or sing or dance, but it makes her nervous to be in front of a ton of people.
All right, so let's continue reading. It says, the company was first formed in 1979 by Jean-Luc Courcoulle in Aix-en-Provence, France. So let's take a look at our vocabulary word form. It's spelled F-O-R-M, form. It's a verb and it means to create or let something begin to exist. So that means Jean-Luc Courcoulle started or began his company in 1979. Now we can also form other things. For example, we can form opinions, we can form ideas, or you can even form a group. We can use it in a sentence like this. We started talking to each other and formed a great idea for Halloween. All right, so we're learning a little bit more about how this company started, who started this company. Let's read more about them.
That's right. The article says, 10 years later, the group moved to the French city Nantes.
Okay, and then they say here, it set up shop in a large warehouse near the Loire River. Okay, so they moved from place to place. They also moved to a place called a warehouse. Now, a warehouse is made up of two words, ware and house. Together it means a large building where people, a lot of companies, they store their goods and products. So a lot of companies who make things, like maybe Sony or other products, they will put their things in a warehouse so they don't have to always send it in the stores. Now we also saw that Jean-Luc Courcoulle, he set up shop in this warehouse. This is our shortcut for you, so let's take a break real quick to learn more about what it means.